Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
All right, Alabama tomato farmers are pretty excited by something that we have seen happen recently, the expiration of the United States-Mexico tomato suspension agreement. Man, I was on top of that one for a very long time. They consider this to be a win. Donald Trump imposed a 17% tariff on most fresh Mexican tomatoes starting July 14th. And who benefits from that? Alabama fruit and vegetable growers of Alabama. That's right. Basically, it's the same thing we all know. You suppress wages. You suppress the amount of money these companies can make by letting other countries undercut you. And Donald Trump says we're not going to do that anymore. This is a bad deal for Americans. And now you have individuals in the state of Alabama saying, no, we're going to benefit from this. One of the individuals from the Alabama Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association said this termination of this deal is long overdue. It gives our family farms a chance to thrive again.
Number 6.
Alligators, bobcats, and bears, oh my. Alligators, bobcats, and bears, oh my. Alligators, bobcats, and bears, oh my. I told you guys this before. Told you about the alligators. I told you about the bobcats. I thought it was a cougar, but I've seen bobcats. I haven't seen bears yet. Bears scare the hell out of me. I know, you should be scared of all of these things. In North Alabama, alligators, bobcats, and bears are being seen more inside the city limits of Huntsville as the city limits in Huntsville extend into the areas where the alligators, bobcats, and bears are. Now, the correct solution to this is to murder these things as soon as you see them. But we're going to do this thing where we're like, well, they were here first. I guess we'll just let them eat our kids. And that just... learn your lesson, little Timmy. This is going to be a problem. And I'll tell you, our wildlife management people need to get way more aggressive.
Number 5.
The U.S. House delegation, the Republican delegation for Alabama, voted for President Donald Trump's $9 billion spending cut package targeting weaponized and wasteful federal programs. This, of course, we'll talk about in a second with the Alabama Public Television, but they got in there and they did what they had to do. They voted to cut these things, which, by the way, we've been told various things about this bill. It's only $9 billion and it doesn't do anything. Also, it's $9 billion and everyone will die. So those decide which one of those you want. Just choose your own adventure situation. Guys like Gary Palmer said this: the House GOP kept our promise to the American people to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse within our government by voting to send $9 billion of DOGE cuts to the president's desk. We must continue to cut bloated government spending and hold agencies accountable. 100%. This was about USAID, USAID, and NPR, PBS, all that stuff. Yes, cut it away.
Number 4.
Speaking of that, the continued weaponization of Alabama Public Television to defend Alabama Public Television and deny any bias allegations as federal funding cuts gut them. And I mean, I hope that's true. But Governor-elect Coach United States Senator Tommy Tuberville continues criticizing PBS and NPR, saying they stuck their foot in their mouth. Now, that's true. They had an opportunity to not suck, and they decided instead to suck greatly, and that's unfortunate for them. And locally, the people who run Alabama Public Television took to Alabama Public Television to tell you, hey, dum-dums, it's not us, it's PBS and NPR, and we spoke to them. We told them to knock it off, and they just said no. So you continued running their programming, like Washington Week, broadcasting that into Alabama? Okay, well, reap the whirlwind, baby.
Number 3.
Here we go. It's going to happen, and it's already starting. A cell phone ban in Alabama schools. Parents are already freaking out about it. They, of course, because we're so dumb, if you can get a 504 plan or a individual education health plan where you need to have a phone for your kid can carry the phone around. So much like medical marijuana, we're going to have a bunch of kids that really need to have their phones for X, Y, and Z reason. Also, they can have the phone if the device is needed for learning purposes. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? I have to have my cell phone or I won't be able to do math. Stop it. Just absolutely stop this nonsense. And I cannot wait until the school year starts and people start whining about this. It's going to be great. Cell phones are banned. It's good for the whole thing. Let's watch all these exemptions take place. Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Number 2.
The raided restaurants in Alabama want you to know, hey, that wasn't us. It wasn't us. So there were two groups of restaurants raided. There were restaurants that were just doing human smuggling and hiring illegal immigrants when they weren't supposed to. And those are supposed to be the good guys, okay, in this scenario. All right? Those are the ones you're supposed to look at and go, oh, okay, we shouldn't be mad at them. And then there were the straight up PPP scams and other human drug and weapons trafficking stuff that was going on. So the chain of Mexican restaurants that were just part of the labor stuff want you to know we weren't involved in laundering money and drugs. That wasn't us. We were just hiring illegal labor, and we hope that's okay, everyone. But let me help you out here. It's not okay. Congratulations for being less bad. You got everything you deserved, and you should hire American workers or people that are legally allowed to be here. Stop your bitching, comprende?
Now, time for the number one thing you'll be talking about today.
This is the number one thing you should be talking about today. It doesn't mean it is the number one thing you will be talking about today, but you should be. The Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, declassified documents that show the Obama administration fabricated intelligence to create a narrative of Russian interference in the 2016 election. That's the biggest story of the day, if you ask me, because this goes to show us once again something we already knew, that there was a concerted effort to lie to the American people over and over and over again, to utilize the mainstream media and the deep state to convince Americans that their president was a tool of Russia and working against their best interests. And it worked. I mean, it derailed the entire first Trump presidency, and it played a role in him not winning re-election. Now, he's back. I mean, he's president now, so I don't know how well it actually worked, but they were effective in the moment, and they got away with it. They got away with it. And there's got to be some consequences for this. I don't think you're going to put Barack Obama in jail, or even John Brennan, or James Clapper, or anyone else. But I want to see these people have to explain why they lied before Congress. We had many people put in jail because they would not testify before Congress, because they were less than truthful in front of Congress. They went after them. Some for not testifying before Congress. I believe they got some people for perjury as well. And you know what? They should. If you lie to Congress, they should get you. And you shouldn't have any I would say, immunity because you were lying for the right reasons or whatever you're going to say. So let's put these people in jail for lying, and let's make sure that these entities, every time Andrew McCabe shows up on CNN, he should have to answer for, why have you been lying to us for the last 5 years? Why have you lied to us? Instead, they just continue having these people on like it's no big deal. And then they wonder why nobody trusts them. That's the problem. That's the issue. And hopefully one day they'll figure this out. Although I don't see it. I just don't. I think right now would be a good opportunity for them to say, Adam Schiff lied to us a bunch of times. James Clapper lied to us a bunch of times. John Brennan lied to us a bunch of times. James Comey lied to us a bunch of times. Andrew McCabe lied to us a bunch of times. Instead, Andrew McCabe, Clapper, Comey, Brennan, Peter Strzok, all these guys get deals. They all get deals to work on these networks that are lying to them for years. It's pathetic. Pathetic. Let's take a quick timeout. Do not forget, by the way, and this is a reminder here, well, our phone lines do not work. Our text line absolutely does. 866-494-WVNN. Get your text in there on the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. Get your questions in for 10 with him. We got a lot going on today. Keep it locked right here, folks.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.